Few years ago, Drake introduced to the world his 3-year-old son, Adonis. The boy doesn't look like his father. He has blue eyes and blonde curl hair. Drake was convinced that it was indeed his biological child. He took a paternity test before going public. The most amazing thing is that the boy doesn't even look like his own mother. The woman has brown eyes and brown hair. Why does the boy not look like his parents? And why did Drake keep his son a secret for a long time? I'll tell you the incredible story of Drake and his son Adonis. You are watching Wow Channel. In March 2020, Drake posted pictures of his son for the first time. Everyone was surprised because the boy doesn't look like his parents, and Drake never had a relationship with the boy's mother, Sophie Bruce Saw. The Canadian star was spotted having dinner with Sophie only at once in January 2017, while on a trip to Amsterdam. They never had a love affair, it was just a one-night stand. Sophie Bruce Saw is a retired adult film star. She was born and raised in France and now paints full-time. Her works has been exhibited in New York, Milan and London. She is also a space enthusiast and an activist. When Sophie found out she was pregnant, she told Drake about it. In May 2017, Sophie told TMZ that she was receiving a message from Drake asking her to get an abortion, but she refused to do it. At the time, Drake's rep said, if it is in fact Drake's child, which he doesn't believe, he would do the right thing by the child. Adonis was born in the fall of 2017. It took nearly a year for Drake to reference his new son. The Canadian singer and French artist decided to keep their parenthood a secret. They wanted to protect their child from the media, and Drake wasn't sure that it was really his son because Sophie was one of many women claiming he got them pregnant. That's why Drake asked her for a paternity test, but it took a long time because the first DNA test results were ruined in transit. Drake said, I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world that was my son, and it wasn't. The second test result confirmed that Adonis really was his son. In March 2020, Drake finally admitted he was the father of Sophie's son. The rap star said, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid. In March 2020, Drake posted 6 different photos of his son on Instagram and introduced the world Adonis. In May, Sophie shared a video of Adonis calling the rapper dad. The young boy currently lives with his mother, Sophie, in Paris, France, but he spends a lot of time with his father in Toronto and California. Drake took his new dad role. He dedicated his Notable Artist of the Decade Billboard Music Award in 2021 to his son. Drake and Sophie are not together and they have never been a couple, but they keep a good relationship because of co-parenting. Drake claimed, I'm still learning to communicate with a woman who we've had our moments. I do want to be able to explain to my son what happened, but I don't have any desire for him to not love his mother. I don't ever want the world to be angry at his mother. We have found ourselves in a situation and we are both equally responsible. Now I'm just really excited to be a great father. You are probably still wondering why Drake's son doesn't look like his father and mother. Why does the boy have blonde hair and blue eyes? Adonis looks that way because of genetics. There is no rule that a child has to look like their parents exactly. When you see what Drake's parents looked like, everything becomes clear. His mother, Sandy Graham, has blonde hair and blue eyes. That is the answer. Sometimes genes can skip a generation. This happens very rarely, but it is possible. That's why Drake's son doesn't look like his parents. He looks like his grandmother. By the way, Drake adores his mother because she has always supported him. Sandy Graham is from a Jewish Canadian family. She was an English teacher and also worked as a florist. Her former husband, Dennis Graham, Drake's father, was a musician. The couple divorced when the boy was 5 years old. Drake was raised by his mother. The singer loves his family a lot. Adonis is his only son, and he appreciates these relationships. How do you think Drake is a good father? Please don't forget to share your thoughts with me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a like, comment and subscribe.